Just imagine Karen having to explain that though. Like, why is your son in a wheelchair? Well, I was walking in the room going. Do you remember that BBC news presenter who got sacked because she did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
3, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the last one was just like she flipped the V's. You just did that. We should practice that.
Or the weather one when he's like, oh, like that. Have you seen that one?
I love it when things go wrong. So yeah, John, I had a nightmare. Well, not nightmare. I had a polarizing couple of gigs this week. So the first one was great. Really, really nice. Really good audience. And there was a lad there at the front who was a youngster. Now, a few comedians, they're not fans of having like kids at gigs, but I'm fine with it as long as like the parents are there and all that sort of stuff. Because like I find at 14, you've watched Lee Evans, for me anyway. I'd watched Lee Evans, I'd watched Ricky Gervais. You'd seen all the DVDs anyway, you know. And
well, we would sneak into the cinema, wouldn't we? Do you remember?
Exactly.
And watch Ali G into House and things like that. So you're bound to see something in you.
Do you remember that time we snuck in to see Marley and Me? That was intense. Oh, we were crying for days. So this lad, amazing. Proper sport. He sat right at the front. I made a point of talking to him as well because like you had all these rugby boys who were all like in their like late teens, early 20s, and this lad who was a lot younger. So made the point of talking to him. Huge sport, great, and they really liked chatting to the comedian. Then the next gig then was one where the audience, I don't think we're used to comedy. It's not an area where comedy comes that often, and any question I asked them, they were like instantly on the defensive. It was like, why are you talking to me, boy? I'm just trying to be friends with them. Like, it didn't help. Like, I did have a hen party and they started to try to heckle me. So I had to lay the ground rules, and you felt a bit like a teacher. But I asked one person, get this for jobs. You know, you talk to people, you go, what's your job and all that sort of stuff. And I'm trying my best not to talk about jobs. But I said to one woman, I was like, oh, who are you with? She talked to us who she was with. We had a chat about that. I went, oh, what do you do? She went, well, I'm retired, like with a tone. I was like, oh, that's fine. What did you do before? It was like grunting, like she didn't want to be.
Dog impressionist, was she?
Yeah. Well, if you must know, as if I was being nosy. Well, I am, but yeah, she said, I am an investor for a insurance company. I was like, where do I start with that? Is that a proper job, or she just got a trading 212 account that's expired? But she didn't want to discuss it, and you found the conversation just didn't happen. She was really sort of standoffish, and like the tone was off. I had like a few friends at the gig, and they said afterwards, they were like, "What was with those people?" Another one, I had one. He worked in a children's home. Now he's a children's home, so I said, "Good children or bad children?" But to be fair, I did say to him before, I was like, I don't really want to touch this with a 10-foot barge pole, but good children, bad children. And he started reading the riot act. He went, there's no such thing as a bad child. It's and he went through the, the experiences they encounter as a child that sculpts someone. And I was like, mate, I'm just trying to crack a joke. I just want to bring the axe on. But luckily, when I brought the axe on, they were like, the audience were expecting comedy. So they kind of like, they were fine with that. I realised afterwards I should have just told jokes rather than talk to them because they were not bothered.
Was this in Pembrokeshire by any chance or something like that? Or...
Oh, no, I can't possibly say.
It sounds somewhere posh anyway.
Yeah, it was posh. To be fair, Pems has got a nice little scene. Pems, Ceredigion and Carmarthen, like you find they come in their droves. Like, but this one, I don't think. I think the place has comedy, but I don't think the audience were savvy comedy fans. Like the fact that a few of the people, let's say the friends who were comedy goers afterwards, said they just didn't seem right. Like, it sounds bad to blame the audience, but
yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? I think sometimes people just don't want to be spoken to in comedy shows, but you just play along a bit, don't you? She knew what she was doing. So. She was being awkward. She was being a bit of a, I shouldn't say it because my mum's called it, but a bit of a Karen, you know.
Oof. I was going to say as well, John, have you told Karen about the podcast?
No. That's a dangerous game. She'd be commenting on every single thing. Oh, there's my Johnny.
There's my little John.
Oh, isn't he funny? I told you about the picture she made for me once.
No.
I'll have to grab it one day. I'll send a photo. Okay.
Okay.
So she comes into the house. She goes, "I got a little present for you." So I was thinking, bit of money, something valuable, something useful. She goes, "I had a photo shoot. I got a photo for you." And it's a photo, and she's there like this, right? But it looks like it's for an obituary for a funeral. So I'm just there laughing, and she goes, "I thought it's a nice photo shoot. I had it just for you." So I got this photo on the wall, if she ever listens. Yeah, and it's the weirdest photo. I'll have to bring it out. Honestly, it's the weirdest photo. It's typical Karen.
That's
Karen
brilliant. That
McGee.
is. Could you could just basically turn it monochrome and that's it.
Yeah.
Obituary.
Oh, it's an obituary photo. Yeah. It's sorted already. So
it's quite literally the photo she would have wanted. She posed for it, took it.
But we had a dog this weekend.
Oh, her dog.
Yeah, because she went to Devon. She moaned about how long it took to get to Devon. Then she moaned how bad the weather was in Devon. Then she moaned how much the parking cost in Devon. And then she proceeds to tell me I should have gone to Spain. When she had the opportunity to go to Spain, but she didn't want to pay the price for the flights to Spain. And then the dog, she's calmed down a lot, but I was getting changed. I was going out with work on Friday night. And I was, just in my underwear. Haley goes to take the dog to aquatherapy, our dog to aquatherapy. Next thing you know, Megan escapes. She runs down the path. Haley's chasing her. Haley's shouting for me. I come running down. I'm in my underwear. I try and put some Crocs on. Then I'm like, I can't be running down the estate in my Crocs and underwear. So I run back in. Roxy, luckily, because she's got a bad leg, she doesn't run too far. So she started coming out to have a look what was going on. I had to chuck her in, and then I had to run upstairs. I didn't realize how fit I was. I wasn't even having like an asthma attack or something. I couldn't breathe. I had to put on my joggers, run down the path in my Crocs to find Haley rugby tackling this dog. So that was adventurous. So
I love the fact as well, like that you had Megan like Mark 1, the first Megan.
This is Megan version 2.
Megan Mark 2. Like there's literally a film coming out, Megan Mark 2. There's the horror.
Do you remember when we called her my mum when she was on the cruise? Yeah. And Megan Mark 1.
They don't feed me.
Come back, Mummy. I'm thirsty. He gives me no water or food.
Dry food, that's all I get.
He doesn't do the pisto. Scary Movie's just come out, hasn't it? I haven't watched it yet, but I bet it's had mixed reviews. But a lot of people said, obviously, you know what it's like now with comedies all changing, but apparently the jokes don't land with the newer generation, whereas I think the older generation who grew up with American Pie, Scary Movie, 1, 2, 3 was okay. Something About Mary, all these sort of silly comedy. I think it hits all right with them, but I've heard hasn't done so well.
I'm keen to watch it. I don't know how it's gonna pan out though, whether it's good, whether it's bad,
Yeah.
I hope I go in there and I laugh at like at least half the jokes.
Yeah.
You can see that it's also that American humor, doesn't it? Because it may not translate over here.
Yeah. And Jackass is out, isn't it? In 2 weeks.
Is it out?
Yeah, 2 weeks time. I think it's going to be the last one.
I think it's Jackass 4. I think is this 5? Is it
5? I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's 5. The Best and Last, I think it's called, or something.
The 4th one was class. I really enjoyed that.
I liked what's his name? Not Pickles, was it? What was his name?
Yeah,
he was good.
The new big lad.
Yeah. I really liked him. He reminded me of old school Jackass. He just. And I like she's a comedian, isn't she?
I'm not too sure, but she was the one who took the scorpion sting. But she was hard as bolts. Nuts. I wouldn't do that.
No.
Hard as bolts.
Hard as nails, I think it's called.
Hard as nails. That's it, John. Hard as nails.
Gender neutral bolts.
In a meeting, I remember saying, I shouldn't have done it. I just went, we need to strike while the iron's high. I'm terrible with sayings. I mix my words up so much. Of course, it's strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the hammer you get the hammer high, and then you bang it, don't you? So yeah, I made myself look like a right twerp.
No wonder it takes you so long to build anything. You're there with the iron, just whacking it. Come on,
but it's high.
Put the steam on. Put the steam on. Needs lubricant.
Welcome to Big Little Talk Podcast, a podcast where we ask, how well do you know where you live? Today's guest is comedian and the face of 1,000 voices, Tom Ricks. Tom, how you doing, mate? You okay?
I might have overstated that one. It's like 994, something like that. So let's just round it off.
You gave me the description.
Yeah.
How you been, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. How we doing, boys?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Cheers.
So what have you been up to today?
Been down to Tenby, mate, with family. We
you picked a good day.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a bit hazy this morning, but yeah, it opened up really nice. We went to Llanstefan first of all, because my dad was like, "Oh, it's amazing." And we got there, we were like, "Okay, let's go." So we were there about 10 minutes. Yeah, headed down to Tenby then. So yeah, a great day.
Nice. Did you go to the castle in Llanstefan?
No, it was a bit of a linked line, wasn't it? My fiance Gemma's here. She's not going to help me with any of the questions. Don't worry. She's from New Zealand, all right? She knows nothing about bont. No, I'm joking. No, she won't help me. Say hi, Gem.
Hello.
Hi, Gem. You okay?
Oh
Yeah, good, thank you. Hiya.
She's got her book. She's going to make sure I'm not cheating.
Oh, what book's she reading?
No, I'm teasing, mate. She
okay.
She just wants to listen in.
Okay.
I'll make sure he's not cheating.
Yeah, she'll make sure I'm not cheating.
Yeah. With Llanstefan, it's just it's literally the beach. You've got a few pubs, and then there's the castle, isn't it? That's really all it is.
Yeah, we didn't really look around. We went into the car park just on the coast where that little play area is. So we took Eva into the park. Then we could see right up that sort of steep path, then right up to the castle. Like, I love castles, like I always have. So we had the pram as well. So Jem was like, "We're not going up there." So yeah, it was it was all right, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad. We didn't stay too long.
No, we didn't stay too long.
Yeah. But yeah. Where else? You just decided to you're like, yeah, down west, let's go to Tenby or Saundersfoot.
Yeah, I do. There are some nice parts of the world down there. Like I like Larne and like Larne and like St Clair's, and there's some. There are some nice places. Like Tenby's lovely. Yeah, you get some. It's nice to go when it's off season and you're not amongst all the revelers. Like, but yeah. I think I went during Christmas with a friend. I met up with a friend who'd come back from Singapore, and it was nice because you were still kind of off season. And it was only locals about, and all the pubs were sort of half empty. It was so we got to have a good chinwag.
Yeah, it was like that today pretty much. It was relatively busy, wasn't it? But you straight into a pub, get a table, get a drink. You can sort of tell the locals as well. You know, those lads and I were stood by the bar in that pub. We had food. I think it was the boathouse. I think we had food in.
Lifeboat, is it? The lifeboat?
The lifeboat, that's it, mate. Yeah.
It's a nice pub, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
all
the
right.
harbour. And the harbour.
Yeah,
my dad used to have a hotel in Tenby a couple of years ago. So yeah, I like Tenby. It's a nice place. A lot nicer than it used to be anyway. It's gone quite not boutique-y, I suppose. Hipster boutique. It's got like breweries there now and everything. When he was there, it was all pound shops and rock shops, you know, and there was a Wimpy there.
Was there really?
Wow, yeah. I think it was one of the last remaining Wimpies.
Proper 90s.
Yeah, it's banging. When you used to have it on a plate as well, you know.
What was the crack with Wimpies back in the day? Didn't kids used to have like birthday parties in Wimpy? Because there was a thing with Carmarthen, wasn't it? That Carmarthen people used to have Wimpy parties or something.
But there was only the Burger Master in Carmarthen, wasn't there, for years?
That was it. That became McDonald's, didn't it?
Yeah, and that became Macad's, and yeah.
They had the Wimpy in the old UCI in Swansea. So you'd go bowling and then you'd get a Wimpy.
Yeah,
that's a proper throwback.
I don't remember that. I think that was before my time. When I was there, the Odeon was still indoors. You had Dinky Donuts in the. It wasn't called the. What was the thing? You know where Odeon was, the cinema. Park Tower. Yeah. You had the indoor section where you had like Staples, Mothercare, Joe's Ice Cream, Dinky Donuts, and that.
Plantasia,
that was class.
It's just in the front of Plantasia, isn't it?
That's it.
How does Plantasia keep going? Because I've never seen anyone in it.
You
but
said
it's just
that, Jen,
always
didn't you?
there. It's got to be something dodgy in there.
Yeah.
Cocoa leaves being grown in there or something. I don't know. It's just, it always seems to just keep going, but I've never seen anyone go in there.
It's the perfect temperature and humidity.
It's all the weed plants they're growing.
Yeah.
All the lights in.
Yeah, you walk into one room and there's just loads of those like beam lights on the top. Like, no, don't go in there.
Yeah.
Just shut the door. Oh, that's where the lizards live when they're hibernating. Also, Tom, is this your real accent? Yeah.
Yes, this is my real accent.
Fab. Okay, just clarifying. And also, today's co-host is the elusive John. John, how are you doing? You okay?
Fabulous, mate. Yeah, great.
Good. Right, now, Tom. we were saying this before, Tom, with Paul. Like, John doesn't like praise, but I think we're kind of embracing the fact that now we just go, John, how you doing? Yeah, move on.
No one wants to hear how I'm doing.
I want to hear how you're doing, John. I'll ask the question again. John, how are you?
Great, thanks. Yeah.
Right.
Very good. Yeah.
Now, Tom, without telling us,
thank you. It's what my counsellor tells me. When I get my counselling done, she's like, "How are you feeling?" Yeah, good. It's just long silence for an hour, just staring at each other over Zoom.
It's an easy let's move on. For her,
yeah. Now, Tom, without telling us that, right? What's your location known for?
Industrial history, like. I don't know. You put me on the spot again. It's just an industrial town, so like steelworks, tin works, that type of thing. Collieries, Italian cafes. Small town, just north of Swansea, really.
Happy days, sir. Comedians and entertainers tend to travel for hours on end to attend shows, but do they know what's on their front door? Our team of intense researchers, which definitely isn't just me doing a 30-minute Google AI search, have prepared the following questions to see if you know your local area. Today's location is Pontarddulais, the estranged nephew of Swansea and the unwanted neighbour of Carmarthenshire. Co-host John, would you like to take us through the snapshot?
Yeah, so Pontarddulais is a proud Welsh town with its name meaning bridge over the Black Stream. It first made the news back in 1843 during the Rebecca riot, when locals, led by a man in a woman's nightgown, smashed up a toll gate. It became a tin plate hotspot, pulling in workers from all over Wales, and Pontarddulais' medieval church was taken apart stone by stone and rebuilt at St Fagans Museum in Cardiff.
Have you seen the medieval church in St Fagans that's been rebuilt there, Tom?
No.
No, next time I go, they'll have to see it. I don't know. Yeah. Next time I'll be going to St. Fagans.
Last time I was up there, I don't know, I was a little kid in the 90s. Yeah,
it was a school trip, wasn't it?
It's free.
Yeah, it was always the school trip
because it was free. Funding was on its backside back then too. So, round one. This is local legend or load of lies. There are 3 questions. You get 1 point for each correct answer. So we've got three pieces of info here. They could all be real. They could all be fake. You've got to sniff them out. Each question is worth a point. So, question 1. Pontarddulais is famous for its male voice choir, which has won the Llangollen International Eisteddfod more times than any other choir in Wales. But did you know they once practiced to a field of sheep to test acoustics? This technique has been borrowed by famous choirs such as Treorchy and Morriston Choir. What's your thoughts?
The Bont male voice choir is well known, but yeah, I'm going to say false with the sheep thing. There's a lot of sheep in Bont, but I'm going to say false.
That is spot on. That is absolutely false. Yeah, completely right about Bont Choir. So Pontarddulais is famous for its male voice choir. But yeah, they did not once practice to a field full of sheep to test acoustics. Did you see that viral video that went around on Facebook? I want to say about 15 years with I think it was a Samsung advert where they like rigged the sheep with electrics. And they had them not rigged them up and then turned them on and they just all bang, but they rigged them up to lights and effects and did slow motion videos. And did you see that?
Something's ringing a bell. Yeah, I can't remember it specifically though.
It was I'm gonna watch that after this now. Right, Question 2. Plans for a new cycle path in Pontarddulais were approved despite concerns about A, its effect on a territorial dog where the owner was worried they would keep on barking, and B, because a van had been parked on the lane since 1990.
I'm going to say true.
Yeah, see, what's your... Feel free to talk through the workings if you want to, mate, as well.
Yeah. So the new cycle track, it's been up about 2 years now, isn't it? So as you come out of Bont to go into Gravesend, sort of halfway, they've linked now the old, I think it's the old line that used to obviously take the coal straight through Bont, through Gravesend into like Dunvant, Calais, and then all the way to Blackpill and Mumbles.
So that's a nice old journey,
basically now, you had to go to Gysainen just behind the Bug to join the cycle track, and that would take you to Mumbles. But now they've built it in Bont, obviously, so we've got one as well now.
I didn't realise they were linked. Yeah, because I think I've been from... Is it Llydac? There's a path in Llydac, isn't there? You can go to cycle path as well. Is that right? Or is that the same right? Same lane?
No, I don't think so. I'm not too sure, mate.
Yeah, there's
what now? Is it A or B? I say A.
Sorry, no, it was
no,
true or not true? No. So the question was, plans for a new cycle path in Pontarddulais were approved despite concerns about A, its effect on a territorial dog where the owner was worried they would keep on barking, and B, because a van had been parked on a lane since 1990. So there's like two reasons why they potentially would pull a cycle path. Saying true?
Yeah, I'm going to say true.
It is absolutely true. Yeah. At what point would they... Surely they just move the van. If the van's been sat there for 20... What, 30?
There's a lot of people like that around here, mate. They will move for nobody.
35 years, that van's surely on its last legs. If it's been sat there for 35 years, those tyres would have been flat as pancakes.
Yeah, it's like that American-looking Jeep. You know, when you go from the Bird in Hand to Pontarddulais, there's that one that's been there as far back as I can remember. And
they live in there, do they?
Yeah, there's people living there. I just don't see the point of it, but there we are.
Right, and we got this one then. Question 3. Pontarddulais train station is famous for being moved several times since the 19th century. It's even featured on Paul Merton's Secret Stations and Michael Portillo's Great British Railway Journeys. True or false?
I'm going to say false, because my grandfather was born in one of the houses right next to the train station, and he would have been in like his mid-90s now. So as far as I'm aware, the station has always been there.
Okay. So that one's actually true. I think, John, you wrote that fact down. Wow. You wrote this one.
I did, yeah.
Pontarddulais train station is famous for being moved several times since the 19th century.
Yeah.
Am I right in thinking, I'm being dull here, 19th century is 1800s, isn't it?
Yes, 1800s.
Yeah. Why not just call it 18th century? I suppose it's...
I know, mate. I've thought that for years.
Yeah. It's even featured on Paul Merton's Secret Station. So it was moved a few times from the sounds. It was all to do with linking with the coal.
Should do the tin or the coal,
yeah. The end of that round, doing well. Good, strong start. It is 2 points out of 3. Happy days. This episode is sponsored by the New Comedian's Guidebook. Ever wanted to try comedy? Are you a new comedian who wants the upper hand? The New Comedian's Guidebook gives you all the advice you need to hit the ground running and get funny fast. In its first 3 months, it's had 10 5-star reviews on Amazon. That's the New Comedian's Guidebook, available now. Also, got to ask, how's your hand recently?
My hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... It'll never be 100%, but yeah. How do you know about that? Because I social. Oh yeah, of course I put it on social media, didn't I? Idiot. That's all right, mate.
It was cramped from too much usage, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, I'm left-handed. We're all good. Yeah. So
what happened?
So I just was reaching for the pack of cocktail sticks right at the top of the cupboard, and I could see the lid was starting to come off. So I tried to just close it quickly before they obviously went everywhere, because they have gone everywhere a couple of times, haven't they? So I could sort of see it coming. So I went to shut it. I had about 3 in that hand, but one went in that hand quite deep. And then, 2 days later, infection. I thought I just sort of, pierced like a tendon or a ligament or something like that. And yeah, went straight down to the doctors because my hand was swollen, and they said, "Hey, you've got to go down to the hospital." And they were operating on me on the same day. So talk about escalating quickly.
Did it go like? Did it look infected when it got pierced and stuff? Or?
No, it was all underneath the skin. It just swelled up because, like, I had accidents before where I've accidentally sort of done things to my hand, and I've sort of done tendons and stuff like that. And I thought it was just another situation like that. Yeah, but they said it's infected. Yeah, antibiotics. So got operated on the same day. I was in hospital for 3 days. They now call me toothpick in work. So yeah, it could only happen to me,
Toothpick's a great nickname though, because it's a proper plosive word. That is.
Yeah, I've been called worse. It's not too bad.
So do they like when they operated on it? Do they like stitch it? How do you actually close a hand up? Because I heard you can't really properly stitch it, can you?
Yeah, so what the doctor said was, because it's the palm of the hand, they don't normally stitch it. They came in to check it a day after surgery because sometimes you've got to go back under again for them to clean it again. But he came in and he sort of took the bandages off. He said, "Yeah, that looks fine." It was all just white as a sheet, just delicate. So yeah, they just wrapped me up then, antibiotics. I can't do pull-ups now, which I'm gutted about. I'm gonna have to start doing the ones like Mr. T did in Rocky and start going up like that. But I'll have to lose about 3 stone to do that.
I was gonna say, mate, I can't do pull-ups with 2 working hands, so yeah, don't worry about
that. It's just John's underneath, just squatting here like.
I ain't that strong.
So when they operated on your hand, were you awake for it all?
No, they put me under. I've had open surgery on my hand about 3 years ago, and yeah, I was awake for that. It's called open surgery, isn't it? When you're awake.
Sure.
Yeah, so they just numb you from the shoulder down. So I was awake for that. Just a general, yeah. So this time I thought I was going to have the same, but no, they put me out. They asked me as well before I just went in for surgery. They were like, "How did you do this again?" I told them, and then one of the surgeons was just like, "Absolute idiot," sort of thing, But yeah, is what it is. We move on.
Yes, yeah, that's yeah. People have embarrassing injuries. I can't think it's happened to me. Have you ever had it? Oh yeah, John. Do you remember when I sent you a get well soon card? Like 15 years. Did you pull your back getting out of bed?
Yeah. I know we're not allowed to swear, but you thought it was something else what I was doing in the bedroom. But basically I was asleep, and my mum she used to do this weird thing. She used to like sneak into my room to wake me up, and
just for the bands.
No, she would sing.
She would sing.
It's mother, not a mother. And
the heels are alive.
Yeah, basically that, kind of thing. It was a Wizard of Oz song. I don't want to get into it. It's deep childhood trauma, but
it could be a
I was
dream.
fast asleep. I was fast asleep, and she snuck in, and because she freaked me out, I just did my neck like that without moving my body, and I just felt this massive crack. And then I was like, I can't effing move. What have you done to me? And then she's like, "Oh my God," starts panicking. So then she had to drive me to the surgery. And we lived in Cumdee then. So as Gareth knows, that's in the middle of nowhere, and it was all bumpy and everything. And every turn she took, it was killing. But in the end, I didn't break my neck. Long story short, I was fine. I just sprained it, apparently. I didn't even know you could do that. And then I had a concert to go to with this neck brace. So I looked like a right wally.
You're like Arvid Merriam from Bo Selector.
Yeah, I did.
Just imagine that. Why? Just imagine Karen having to explain that though. Like, why is your son in a wheelchair? Well, I was walking in the room going.
Oh, if only I could throw water on her and she'd disappear. But there we go. I love you, mother. Really.
This is going out on a reel. Right, we'll move on to round 2 if you want to, mate. So in this round, I'll give you 3 shops from your high street. You've got to tell me what they sell. Now, looking through a couple of these are quite funny. So yeah, you've got to tell us what they say. You get what they sell. 3 questions, you get 1 point for each correct. So question 1, Crispy John's.
Fish and chips.
Fish chips, spot on. Could be so much worse, that could, shouldn't it?
Crispy Johnny's.
Question 2, a good yarn.
A good yarn.
Yeah, a good yarn.
Isn't it that knitting thing or they do like the accessories, all that type of thing? Is it? They're like a home type of shop. What? No, don't tell me. Tell me.
You having help?
I can hear whispers in the background. Yeah,
I can absolutely hear whispers.
I can hear whispers.
Yeah. It's that nice sort of quirky shop, isn't it? Sort of halfway down.
Specifically, though, what do they sell?
Yarns, is it? No.
What's a yarn?
I don't know. I don't know. I give up. Go on.
Okay, it's a haberdashery. It is.
What?
Haberdashery. So that's knitting, fixing. I think that's right, isn't it? So
I made up the word. Yeah, someone.
Well, like
said. Huh? Well, yeah, there we are. Well,
like
the
sewing.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a term, an umbrella term, I guess, like condiments and mayo and ketchup in it.
I thought you were going to say something else then. And question 3, Arwell's.
Well, Arwell's is the place that I haven't been for many years. It's salon hairdressers.
Happy days. There we are. That's so the 2 out of 3. That's that's 4 points. So we're at a total. That's looking good. John, what's your overall thoughts of Pontarddulais?
I would definitely go on my holidays, week holidays in Pontarddulais. I could have my hair cut done. I could go to the haberdashery, start knitting a jumper and having a crispy John's.
Yeah,
explore the one-way system.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is the sheath the one, as you walk in, it kind of like the bar's right in front of you and it's like a U-shaped sitting area?
That's
is that
it.
Sheath?
Yeah. Pool table in the back, jukebox. It's got a really nice beer garden as well.
Do you know what? I didn't do the beer garden. I went there about 15 years ago for a few pints, and it was a nice place. It was. Like we started off in what's the one in the round by the roundabout in Hendy? Is it Black Lion or the Black something?
Mate, you're going way back. The Red Cow, is it?
Could be the Red Cow. I think it's still there.
You're on about in Hendy. Yeah, as you come out of Hendy, as you've just come into before you go over the bridge, you got the Black Horse. It used to be the Red Lion, which is like a wedding shop now, isn't it?
Perpendicular, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, we went on a bit of a pub crawl. It's a nice place, Bont, is for pubs and stuff. Some great places there.
Yeah, some pubs have shut over the years, but it's it's the same in most areas, isn't it?
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
what would you like to grow up there, Tom?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, we've got the Bont Mountains, the King Park, Coibark Park's really good. Building dens, yeah. A lot of hedges we used to hop as well, so that was good. Did you ever go hedge hopping?
No.
I think our hedges are too thick.
He's like, "You go, boys, I can't."
Yeah, I can't. My mum's woken me up again, boys.
So yeah, when it comes to your impressions, Tom, how did you get into them, mate?
Oh, mate, I've done voices since as far back as I can remember. I used to be able to do like accents as a kid. I'd impersonate like characters from Fools and Horses. I used to do the Austin Powers impressions.
I love
characters in there, Dr. Evil. Yeah, proper 90s. Sacha Baron Cohen stuff as well, like Borat, Ali G. And it just progressed from there. Then really.
Do you know what? I could probably recite the whole of Ali G's In the House word for word. That was like a childhood film for me. John, did you come to the cinema to see Borat with us?
Yeah, we snuck into. Am I allowed to say the cinema?
Yeah,
is this to the cinema now?
It was View, wasn't it?
No, it was. They used to let us all in underage and.
Don't say that. No, I think it was for me, I think we had I went with a lad called Dan. We went to Borat, and Arlo was there. It was about 10 of us.
Oh,
and,
Borat.
Yeah, Borat, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We were in View Swansea. I tell you, I've not laughed so much in my life in the cinema.
Same. We all went in year 10, like a gang of us, and absolutely creasing. Like it is 100%. I think for me in the top 5 best comedy films ever.
It's the fact it just pushed the boundaries so much, like to unexpected places, like the fight in the lounge.
That's the part we were all creasing, you know.
Also, wasn't it like like the censorship, like they'd blacked out the members? Yeah. Like, wasn't it the case? It was like overly exaggerated. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Austin Powers as well. I used to love Austin Powers. I had let's say that's what we used to do in the sixth form suite, was just recite the like "Heaven New" and all that all the time. Constantly.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go to round 3. Round 3 is phoning it in. So in this round, I've called a local shop for a chat. You've got to guess who they are. You get 5 points if you can name the shop, and 5 points if you can guess what they sell. So I'll get the audio clip on now, see if you can hear, and see if you can guess who it is.
Hello, Rachel. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So to confirm, you are in Pontarddulais, is that correct?
Yes, we are. We are in Pontarddulais.
Brilliant. And what's around you?
Well, we've got John Rickard's Motor Factors opposite. A couple of doors up, we've got the Farmer's Arms. And opposite, we've got Pitter Patter Nursery. And then down the road, we've got NB Hair Salon and Giovanni Nails.
There's plenty around it, so he should really know who you are, really, shouldn't he?
Yes, they should. Hopefully. Hopefully. The front of the shop is green and with flowers outside, and we usually have a little table and chairs outside also. There's no shop either side to us immediately. There's a house one side and then there's open space on the other. We're on the main road, yes, opposite John Rickard's Motor Factors.
Oh, to be fair, Rachel's given you plenty to work with there. Do you reckon you know where it is?
Yeah, it's Dulais Pizza. No, I'm joking. It's Sullivan's.
It is spot on. It is Sullivan's Tea and Coffee Company. Have you been there yourself, mate?
Yeah, a couple of times. Really nice food. Yeah.
What would you recommend if I was going there?
Full English or a full Sullivan's.
I do a proper full English breakfast, is it?
Yeah. It's really nice.
Sausages are nice.
Oh,
yeah, they don't use cheap sausages. Proper sausages. You don't have tin tomato. You actually have like a nice tomato as well. Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's one thing I can't hack is like plum tomatoes on. Do you like a plum tomato on full English? Is it?
I don't mind, but I prefer a proper tomato.
Oh,
yeah,
like a
grilled.
Like,
like a grilled tomato. Yeah.
I think plum tomatoes seem to be a thing of the 80s. You don't see many people have plum tomatoes on, but it used to be the big thing, didn't it, in fry-ups?
And you're so middle class, Gareth, honestly. Every working class house has got like at least 2 tins of chopped tomatoes.
For cooking,
chopped, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you know, like you know, like those big horrible plum tomatoes. Like for me, I think it's scarred in me in memory as a kid, because I just remember coming out in one big thing like that, almost like a massive red sausage.
Sometimes they've got the they've got like the. What is it like? It's like it feels like a wooden type of bit at the end.
Yeah,
like
a
tomato.
Like
sometimes when you're like,
thing,
that yellow sort of stalk thing. Yeah. Yeah. I do like them on toast.
They do that in Spain, don't they?
They had cold. So we were me and John went to we did the stadium tour. So we did the Bernabeu and we did Nou Camp. And as we were going from Madrid to Barcelona, the airport then for breakfast, we were starving, and they had the options were these, like, it was just like stuff on bread, and we were like, oh, okay, we'll go for that. It looked like jam, but then us being British, they do jam, do they? This is fantastic. Ooh. Auntie, it was cold tomato, and there was no
like
salt. Oh no, it was like water. No. It was horrible. Oh, we couldn't.
I think that's actually part of the Spanish cuisine, isn't it? I've seen a chef make it before. They kind of like just mash it up. They de-seed it and put it through like a drainer, and then they just add salt, and you just spread it on like hard toast, like cold toast. Was it like
exactly that?
That was what it was.
It tasted horrible. For me, it didn't taste seasoned. Like I like a lot of salt on in the morning, but it just didn't taste. It wasn't very nice. We ended up. I think it was one biting in the bin, wasn't it, John?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because we were after something sweet, and then that came out, and it was just as. I like it now as I got older. You get more sophisticated.
Yeah, they put like extra virgin olive oil on it as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's quite similar to Italian sort of food, isn't it? Spanish.
Yeah, it's like tinned tomatoes on toast, isn't it? That's apparently
it's ideal.
There we go.
Nah. So what are you currently working on at the moment, Tom?
Yeah, so I work full time. I work for a mobility company, so it's essentially sales retail. And yeah, I'm working a lot of sort of long shifts at the minute, so I'm not really doing any type of content as such, but I'm writing stand up, when I get a bit of spare time, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. I haven't done it for about 2 years, so yeah.
Which is getting on your nerves. Which is getting.
Yeah, it's getting on my nerves, Jim. I said I haven't done it, but yeah, I'll be looking to jump on some nights soon and test it out. I'm really happy with the stuff that I'm doing, that I'm writing at the moment as well. I feel I've learned a lot because it's a different game to content creation, isn't it? Where the sort of stuff that I'm used to doing, but yeah, it's great. I'm enjoying it at the moment. I just want to test it out now. I'm like, come on, let's go. Yeah, leave from the tip. Yeah.
I found with content creation, it was great because you could be behind closed doors. You could get it all completely polished to what you think is.
That's what I'm used to.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You could send it to friends and go, "What's your thoughts on this?" Oh yeah, that's good. And then when it comes to stand up, you have to have that live audience. And you can litmus test it with the parents or with the friends and stuff,
or just people in work. Like, because I'm selling to customers, I'm meeting new people every day. Like, you can have a bit of a joke, test the sort of light stuff out with them, of course. But yeah, that's because I'm comfortable making videos. It's not a chat. I like overcoming challenges, overcoming my fears. So. Stand up in front of a live audience. You can't mess up, but you don't want to, do you? You want to do your set without sort of messing up, and that's it in a nutshell, isn't it?
You find as well that
once
with
you
the
can
audience,
master that,
you find with the audience, there's not many that you'll encounter that actually want to see you do badly. They'll all be behind you. They all want to go there. Yeah, they all go there to want to laugh. So I think a lot of people have that preconception that
you're gonna have someone just sitting there just like
yeah, exactly.
And then you make eye contact and you forget where you were in your set. And then you're like, because it's happened to me before. I'm like, I had when I first sort of took off on socials with the Dopey Darren stuff. I was riding that high, I thought, yeah, I'm untouchable. Yeah. It's going so well. I can just go into stand up and it'll work. So I took this booking. It was in a rugby club up towards Bridgend Way. And the room was massive. Like Drew Taylor is that his name? Drew Taylor?
Oh, yeah, Drew Taylor. Yeah.
Drew was on it. I think Matt Reese, he was on it as well.
Class.
And Drew was like, "Don't worry, mate." He was like, "Just relax, go up there, do your thing." And I took like a half-hour booking as my first ever stand-up.
No.
Gig, yeah. But I was flying high at the time, and I thought, I won't do Dopey Darren or any type of character, like a character performance. I'll write some material for myself. And yeah, mate, I bombed. Mate, it was so bad. Like it scarred me, and I thought, like, I'm never doing that ever again. It was not a wake up call, but it was, I come to a realization. Yeah, I just completely froze, and I thought, yeah, this is a completely different game, stand up. So I took a step back, didn't do it for a while, went back to making content. And then I started working with Simon Emmanuel, and he was like, "Oh, mate, it's fine. I know a couple of nights in Swansea, just write a bit and get back up there." And I had to overcome that fear again then, So I did a couple of little gigs. They went all right. And yeah, that's where I sort of left it. So I'm looking to go back now into that environment. And yeah, just go from there and see where it goes,
Nice. Are you looking to step away from the content stuff? on Instagram and the impressions? Is that the end goal, do you think, or will you do both?
No, I tend to just like hyper focus on that sort of thing that I'm really, really interested at the time. I know that will sort of wear off then, and I'll bounce back to the content, Yeah, it sort of goes full circle, the phases I go through, like I'm making content, then I'm writing stand up, then I go back to like say film, sort of a film script or like a TV script I want to work on.
Yeah.
But then, as I said, it wears off, and then you move on to something else,
You find out though with comedy, don't you, is that there's so many outlets, and it's always what just takes your fancy at the time. Like you'll have the stand-up nights booked in, and they're like a given. You've got to go to them and perform and stuff if you can. And then with the content stuff, you can work on it in the background, and you'll have an idea, and you go, oh no, that has to be content. I can't put that out as stand-up. So I'm glad that there's all these creative outlets, and of course podcasting now being another one. I like. I've always liked creating like dub videos and things like that before. So I started off doing silly sketch stuff with daughter and with like Boris Johnson, like the human punchline.
Yeah.
Doing dub videos about him.
I remember your COVID video. Yeah, it was class.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that.
So I put that out. And to be honest, it was that validated me. I don't know if you seem to be like a really similar person to me, where you almost you need to self-prove when it comes to putting your content out, and that gives you the confidence boost to keep going.
But what a lot of people don't do is that they're petrified of taking that chance. Because obviously people worry, what are my family going to think, or people might comment hateful stuff, and I might embarrass myself. But you've got to be willing to take that risk, put it out there, and then when you get the likes, the comments, the shares, it's class. It's better than any sort of drug, it's a great feeling. And that then will just put that, give you that confidence then. And then obviously you just go from there,
I had, I think it was when I put the Boris one out, I was getting messages from boys in work that I'd not dealt with for a couple of years going, I've just, and we don't follow each other on Facebook or anything like that. And they just messaged me going, I've just seen your video on Facebook. And then like you went back to your phone after work, and there were like friend requests from a few weirdos, but there was mainly like people who you hadn't seen in years, or you didn't know were actually on social media. It was a great feeling.
Yeah, it's great. It's unbelievable. And like, once you've got that one video that does well, you might, it's like you could put 10 videos out, like 2 will do well, but don't dwell on the ones that didn't do well. At least you've had the confidence to do it, because you've got to try. It's like trial and error, isn't it? And you learn from it, and you go from there.
One of the previous guests we've had on said about when it comes to posting content, there was a comedian he knew, and he posted pretty much the same clip 50 times in different environments. And it was the 50th time it went viral and resulted in him getting interviewed in like Australia and things like that. So it's like I said, it's all about that algorithm, how it reaches other people, the captions, the timings you do it. It's And
they say don't repost the same video, and look at the outcome he got there.
Exactly.
So it's nuts.
So you do a lot of impressions. You don't have to do an impression. What's your favourite one to do? Like for instance, I always love doing like Eric Cartman voice around the house. What's your favourite one?
Yeah, mate? I can't do. I do a very good Cartman, but I'll wake my daughter up. So
no worries.
Especially I do the old school Cartman before his voice changed. With like after about season 6, I think the creator, is it Matt Stone? He said I stopped using that like voice box type of thing, and he said I started doing it myself and just tweak the voice a little bit. But yeah, the early Cartman I think is the best.
Do you know one of my favourite punchlines? I think it's the very first episode of South Park where the aliens are taking over and they've got the crop circle. And it's a clear picture of Cartman. He just goes,
yeah, it's the probe, is it?
Yeah, that's it. He just goes, hey, that guy kind of looks like Tom Selleck.
Do you have a favourite impressionist, Tom, at all? Or is that not the sort of comedy? Yeah, or do you not watch that sort of comedy yourself, almost?
There's a good few. I don't have one in particular that's like a favorite of mine, but I think Rob Brydon's really good at impressions. Alistair McGowan, he was sort of on the TV growing up. Harry Enfield, Paul Whitehouse, amazing. all of the old school, like even going back to like Ronnie Barker, you know, with the different type of characters he plays, you know, Fletcher in Porridge and Arkwright, they're like chalk and cheese, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more like your David Jasons, those, you know, like Mike Myers, the comic actors, those are more sort of my role models, you know?
Nice.
I used to love Robin Williams, you know, Mrs. Doubtfire, when he did
amazing.
And she goes, do you do voices? I do voices. And all these things he was just coming up with as ad lib. I don't know how they keep this, you know, I don't know how the cameraman kept this, you know, straight throughout it. It was just
It's like Jim
you know?
Carrey, isn't it? Apparently he's a bit of a nightmare on set. I think when he worked with Tommy Lee Jones on Batman Forever, Tommy Lee Jones hated him. He was like, again, like just too much probably for everyone, you know? But that's what makes him what, you know, that's who he is, isn't it?
Did you see? I think it was a Man on the Moon. Man on the Moon. So there's a comedian called Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. I watched that documentary.
Did you see? Have you seen? Yeah, so he got the film and then it made a documentary about Jim Carrey.
He just stayed in character, didn't he?
Yeah, apparently everyone hated him. Even was it the wrestler, or it was either a wrestler or a boxer?
Jerry the King Lawler. He
was on a chat show, wasn't it? Did he? No, what did he do? Did he try and him or something?
Yeah, he did. I think.
Yeah, he did some. I think he put him in a sleeper hold or something.
Yeah,
but no one knows if it was ever a work, like they call it in wrestling, like fake.
Yeah,
but it made to look real, or if it was real, and no one's ever known whether it was sort of fake or not.
He put a statement out, mind. So the chap who, what did I say, Jerry the King, was there?
I think it would have been Jerry the King. If you're talking about the wrestler, it's Jerry the King Lawler. Yeah.
Yeah. So he put a statement out afterwards saying that Carrey wound him up more than Kaufman did, and when it came to, because he on the film he played himself, and he said that when it came time to reenact that what he had ever had to do, he gave him more force with Carrey than he did on the actual show.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, like the energy that guy has is crazy, isn't it?
His face, just his rubber face, like, as a child, like watching a mask, he was incredible. And he's inspired. He's inspired so many people. Like say Sean Walsh. He credits Jim Carrey as one of his biggest.
I love Sean Walsh's stand-up. Great.
He's amazing. I saw him in Pontarddulais.
Yeah. But did he play Pontarddulais? Yeah.
Yeah, he played Pontarddulais. It was during do you remember there was a scandal in 2016 with Dancing on Ice?
The Strictly thing, was it?
Strictly, not Dancing on Ice. Yeah, Strictly. Yeah. It was about 2 years after that. I know it was before COVID, and I remember I saw him and I saw John Bishop within the same week. John Bishop, he was all right, but like Sean Walsh a couple of days later just blew the whole house up. They people were in hysterics.
It's the energy he's got, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
And the topics are more aimed for millennials. You know, so that he's sort of within our age category, so it's very relatable. I watched a clip of him the other day when he was talking about being in your 20s and then being in your 30s.
Yeah.
And he was saying about his mate, like I can't remember the joke exactly, but he said when you're in your 20s, he's like me and my mate in the pub, pint in our hand, talking about the future, what we're going to be, what we're going to do. And his mate's like, I'm going to win Best Director. I'm going to win an Oscar for Best Director. And then he's like, my mate now, he's moved back in with his mum and he's had to cancel his Netflix subscription. So he's like, not only can he not direct a film, he can't watch one. You know? And I was creasing.
So you had all 10 points on that last round. So you are currently sitting at 14 points. So happy days. You're in a good place.
Nice one.
So round 4 and the final round is called Fact File. So there are 5 questions. You get 3 points for each correct answer. In this round, Tom, you'll be hearing a series of facts about Pontarddulais read out by John. Your job is to retain them and answer questions about them afterwards. One fact will be incorrect, so listen closely. Also, John can help you win a bonus point here by reading out the facts within less than 30 seconds. So I'm going to get a stopwatch up.
I have to try and remember all of this now.
John's going to say when he's ready, and I'll stick a stopwatch on, and I'll hold it up to the camera because last time he did it, he didn't trust me. Right.
Last
John,
time? What last time?
last podcast. Right. So, right, John, let me know when you're ready, and I will press start.
Sorry, the dog was snoring behind me then. Yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Go.
Yep.
Pontarddulais has a population 6,500 people. Pontarddulais Football Club is over 50 years old and has 26 teams. The co-op in the town was built in 2018, but co-op did not officially open its door until 2024. Pontarddulais was transformed from a rural settlement into an industrial community during the years 1872 to 1910, when 6 tin plate works were established. 31.6% of the community stated that they could speak Welsh, and then Pontarddulais is twinned with Hortin in France and Cove in Devon.
Oh, what do you reckon you did it in, John?
29.6.
You bet at 28.33 seconds.
I'm not going to lie, I did practice a few times before because I was fuming the last time. That he was
time?
Yeah, last time.
Right, so bonus point, happy days, that's 15 points for Tom. Right, so the 5 questions. Any idea what the false one is yet, Tom?
Yes, I think I do. Do we say it now?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
I know the France thing I know it's France, but the particular area I'm not too sure. But when you come into Pontarddulais, there is a sign where it says obviously it's twinned. Where it says "Welcome to Pontarddulais," it'll say it's twinned with a certain place in France. So I'm going to say is it Cove in Devon? You said.
It is Cove in Devon, yeah. So Cove's in Ireland, not Devon, but that is absolutely spot on. So yeah, that is a false fact. That's another point. Happy days. Right. So the questions: what is the approximate what's the approximate population of Pontarddulais?
6,500. Is it?
Spot on. Yeah. Question 2: how many teams does Pontarddulais AFC have?
Did you say 23?
Do you want to take another guess?
26?
That's just 26. No.
So Pontarddulais AFC has 26 teams.
Yeah.
In one team, they've got 26 teams.
That's correct. Yeah.
One
so they
for
have the
each.
under 5s,
One
the under
club
6,
has 26
the under
teams.
7s. Yeah. They have the.
Right.
I think they got like the under 5s. They probably got. I'm guessing. Under 5s, they may have over 50s. They may have obviously the female side. Then women's football, so they might have an under 5 girls, under 5s.
We've got like Bont 8ths. Like
yeah.
Just might have a run out for them now on Saturday.
Just imagine that though, like 26 teams. It could literally be like letter A to Z. And like today, mate.
That's
we've got
massive though. To be fair,
do you fancy playing for the Z squad?
Yeah.
Is football more popular in the town than rugby? Then would you say?
Apparently, yeah.
Well,
I mean, 26 times 11 plus the subs. What are we looking at there? 26. Let's say there's 5 subs per game.
That's half the population.
16. That's 416 potential players in Pont. I mean, there's going to be some crossing over, but 416.
Yeah, still a lot, man.
Jeez. I mean, this could be made up, boys. I'm not going to lie. I got it off Copilot, so yeah.
We'll go with that then.
We'll go with it. I'm sure the chairman of Pontarddulais AFC will tell us in the comments if he's listening.
That's like over.
Hopefully, yeah. I'm interested now.
Yeah, it's just like under a tenth of the population plays football for Pontarddulais AFC.
And they've never won a title. No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Probably not. No. If you interview someone from Pontarddulais, the next time they would have won a title. Yeah. So.
Are they the great rivals? Are they like the Rangers to your Celtic and your Everton to your Liverpool?
Yeah, I've been out with it for a few years now. I used to play for Pontarddulais. I played for Hendy, and then I signed for Pontarddulais. But yeah, Pontarddulais, I've always, like, as far as I'm aware, they've always been a class team. So maybe they're in a higher division than Bont. I don't know, but Bont may be doing well at the moment. Again, I don't know. Yeah, I'm more of a rugby sort of person, but yeah, I haven't played for years with football.
Crikey! So they've won a league, and they've got Razoy. Pontarddulais riding high, isn't it?
Yeah, the better Razoy.
Question 3, mate. What year did the co-op finally open?
I think you said 2024.
Spot on, 2024. That's number 3 points. 2, 3.
Do you know why it was delayed in opening?
No, 6 years. Why was it delayed?
They couldn't get shelves. That honestly,
Really?
innit? Do you remember what they said? Because everyone was talking. They were like, "What's the delay with the co-op? Oh, we can't get shells." And it's like, what? A massive company like Co-op, you know?
The great carpentry drought.
Yeah. But that was the rumor going around Bont. Like a lot, like Bont, just no, you know, obviously small town word spreads like incredibly fast. But yeah, apparently it was true. He was ready to go, and then they were like, "Okay, we can't get shells for like 6 years." Unbelievable.
I can imagine, like, at what point would surely a conversation went ahead where somebody said, "These beans, what if only we could stack them."
Come on in.
They're a funny old shop, and they Co-op, because they've done quite well, but they're so expensive. Do you know what I mean? It's like when these everything's expensive in Co-op, isn't it? But they always end up
they're like
small
they're like
towns.
convenience stores, aren't they?
Yeah, but they are, and you got to pay £1 to be a member of the Co-op thing.
Have you?
So you know, like club cards free, and you get thing. You got to pay £1 with Co-op.
I did not know. Oh, yeah, that's because you're part of the shareholders or something. Is it something like that? You're officially a shareholder or something?
Oh, is that what it is?
I think it is, but like they said before, it's like, oh, you earn points, you earn money off you, and I've never had anything. They've never turned around and gone, here's your royalty check. And I still have to pay like £3.75. Yeah, I'm still paying £3.75 for a meal deal. Like, it's good that you can get like a Ginster's pasty with it along with but it's still a rip-off.
You still do that, do you guys? Get your sausage roll with your sandwich.
I love a sausage roll and sandwich. It's value, isn't it? Why would I want a little tiny pack of chicken when I can get a sausage roll or a Ginster's pasty? Amazing. Although
I thought you said a sausage roll sandwich. Was that like it's like a Wigan kebab, but like
Wigan kebab,
the Co-op version, yeah.
Oh no, I
used to.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say I used to work with a bloke, and he used to put a cheese pasty into his sandwich every day, and he was the skinniest bloke I've ever seen. But I just watch him. He was like a lizard or like a snake just swallowing its food. Like it didn't even chew. It was just going down, but he never put any weight on.
That'd be proper heartburn for me.
Hang on.
I'd be feeling it after that. Right. Question 4. How many tin plate works were there in Pontarddulais?
Was it
Not
9?
enough to make the shelves.
Do you want to take another guess?
I'll go 8.
It was 6, mate.
No
worries, they weren't that good. Question 5. What percentage of people speak Welsh? This is a hard one.
Was it 31.6?
That is spot on. That is good. 2, 3, happy days. Right, okay. I promised myself I wouldn't say happy days this podcast. I'm pretty sure I've said it at least 10 times. I'm terrible with it. I hate the phrase.
And then I'm like, happy days.
Yeah, I hate the phrase. I say it far too much. I do it on stage as well. If I'm not getting anything out of somebody on stage, I'll just go, oh, well, happy days, and just move on to another one. It's
yeah. I was doing my Vox Pop content last year in Swansea, and we were interviewing these 2 girls, and after every answer, I was going, happy days, happy days, happy days, and she was like, your vocabulary is shocking. She's like, all you've been saying is happy days. And then I was like, when you clock onto it, you're like, yeah, I'm actually like, yeah.
It is a tick though, isn't it? You get those points where I'll find when it comes to jumping into a conversation, I'm terrible for it. I'll jump in when the conversation's still going with like and it's all nerves, or like
mate, I'm
habit.
ADHD, mate. I interrupt people so much. I just did it to you now, straight in. Straight in. And the person I'm talking to is like, because I'm constantly just jumping in. Like,
I'm fairly confident, like I've got ADHD, but whenever I go to book the test, I end up reading about the 1952 cricket crisis on Wikipedia. Like it's.
Gareth,
at least you're hyper-focusing on something. That's a diagnosis in itself.
You like that one?
That's terrible.
It's true though. Like I apparently you can get a free test, and although I think the wife said I had to pay for it, it's like, no, you're all right, mate. I know if when people have got a broken leg, it's like, yeah, I got a broken leg. Like I know if there's something not right with me, but I don't know what. I'm pretty sure it's one of them,
Yeah.
But like I was saying I think I put it in my book. But I was doing my that book right there, John. I was doing uni and I was doing it as a mature student. I was 32 or 33 when I started. I was like, right, I'm going to boss this. I'm going to do as well as I can because I didn't really like school. And I remember then I looked at the coursework, I was listening to the teacher, and within 30 seconds I was zoning on something else. I was like, maybe there is something wrong with me. So I've kind of like acknowledged that there is something. I'm pretty confident it's ADHD, but I've just kind of carried on with it,
Our brains are just programmed differently. We notice things that other people tend to, it just goes poof, Like I work in retail. So in the shop, they play this mixtape and the same like 20 songs just play over and over again. I'm the only one that's noticed it, and I've asked like other member staff. I'm like, these songs are doing my ends to say, and they're like, it's just gone poof. But why am I focusing on that in particular? It's just, yeah. That's where you find it.
I said to Amy the other day as we were going for a walk, I said, like moles make hills and all that sort of stuff in fields and gardens. And well, when they're going underneath the road, do they have to take a breath for air like we do in like a swimming pool? Like, when you go from one side of the net to the other, do they have to just go, and just like
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, well, I raised this with somebody who's... Yeah, I raised it with somebody who's a bit more intelligent. He said that they've got these types of gills, but I think that's just silly.
Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna count I'm gonna count the points up now. How well do you think you've fared today, Tom?
I think I've done all right.
I think you have.
Yeah.
For your first go, you've done really well.
Oh, thanks, John. Appreciate that, mate.
There we are. Right. So you're looking at your stand up now. That's gonna be working out. Is there anything you want us to plug, like socials as well, mate?
Yeah, just give me a follow on socials. It's Bundle of Tricks on Instagram, Tom Ricks Comedy on everything else. Yeah, happy days. See what I mean?
It's contagious as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
Right at the end of that round, the end of the game, mate, you have you've got 28 points, which is I think you're top of the leaderboard now.
Oh wow,
class.
Oh, John,
I'm trying to think of anything to say now other than happy days. Marvellous. Stupendous.
Spiffing.
The breeze is stupendous.
You don't win anything by being top, so I mean, yeah.
That's all right. I'll make myself another cup of tea now.
You could put it on your Instagram now as a title,
Yeah. Stick it in the caption.
Over 50 million views. First on this podcast that's only just started.
Yeah.